Two heroes, two worlds, one bound by gravity, the other defying it. From the streets of Queens to the skies of Krypton. What happens when Spider-Man, the boy who lost everything, falls in love with Supergirl, the girl from the stars? This is the story of how love can bridge universes. A story that begins not with destiny, but with a collision. The collision of worlds. It all started when Doctor Strange faced something beyond his control, a crisis of realities. A spell meant to seal a dimensional rift collides with Darkseid's boom tube, and the result? Two universes momentarily overlap. Metropolis meets Manhattan. Krypton meets Earth 616. And right in the chaos, Supergirl Kara Zor-El crashes into New York City. Spider-Man swings through the wreckage, saving civilians from falling cars. When a golden blur streaks past him, lifting an entire building out of the way, he lands stunned. Peter, awestruck, "I'm good, but you're, wow." Kara, smiling, "And you are?" "Peter, your friendly neighborhood impressed guy." They fight side by side to seal the rift, and when the battle ends, for the first time in years, Peter forgets about being Spider-Man and just feels human again. 2. Strangers from two worlds. Kara is stranded in this new universe, no Fortress of Solitude, no Superman, no Justice League. And Peter, being Peter, offers to help her adjust. He takes her to Queens, introduces her to Aunt May, buys her a donut, and shows her that not all heroes live in penthouses. She's amazed by his world, imperfect, chaotic, full of noise and kindness. He's amazed by her strong, yet lonely under all that power. They start training together. Kara teaches him flight techniques. He helps her understand human life, humor, fear, pizza. Late one night, after stopping a robbery, they sit on a rooftop watching the city breathe. Kara, "Back home I used to look down and feel like a god. Here I just feel alive." Peter, "Maybe that's what being human really means." And then the first spark. 3. The multiversal bond. Soon they're inseparable. Crime-fighting duos turn into coffee runs. Tech upgrades turn into shared laughter. Tony Stark calls it the most confusing relationship in existence. Batman, somehow aware, just mutters. Parker's heart is stronger than his webbing. But it's not all jokes. Kara struggles to understand Peter's trauma, Uncle Ben, Gwen, even May's frailty. She's nearly invincible, but he's breakable, and that scares her. One night, after a brutal fight with Lex Luthor, who found his way into this dimension, Peter gets badly hurt. Kara cradles him in her arms, terrified. "Kara, why do you keep fighting? You're human, you could die." "Peter, because people like me have to. Someone once told me, with great power." Kara, whispering, "comes great responsibility." That's when she realizes his heart might just be stronger than her entire solar-powered body. 4. Love across dimensions. Their love becomes something the multiverse notices. Doctor Strange warns Peter that emotional bonds between dimensions can destabilize reality. But neither cares. They spend days flying above clouds, nights walking through Times Square unnoticed. She learns to swing. He learns to soar. The moment everything changes is simple. On a quiet rooftop, Peter takes her hand and says, "You don't belong here, Kara, but maybe I belong with you." And she replies, "Then we belong everywhere." 5. The wedding of two worlds. The biggest event in multiversal history. Dr. Fate and Doctor Strange collaborate to stabilize a neutral realm, a place where both universes can exist for one day. The guest list? Superman walks his cousin down the aisle. Aunt May holds Peter's arm. Wonder Woman, Iron Man, Batman, Captain America, all there. Even Deadpool sneaks in as the official wedding photographer. Kara wears a gown woven from Kryptonian crystal and spider silk. Peter wears a classic tux with web motifs hidden in the stitching. As they stand before their families, Peter's voice cracks. "I've lost so many people, Kara. But when I found you, I found hope again." Kara, "And when I found you, Peter, I found what Krypton never gave me, a reason to stay." 6. Married life. Their home sits between dimensions, a portal house where half overlooks Metropolis, the other half, New York. Every morning, Kara flies patrol over the city, while Peter helps students at Midtown High. Dinner conversations are half about saving galaxies, half about grocery bills. Superman visits, sometimes Big Brother mode activated. Batman keeps monitoring them from afar, worried they might break space-time. But the two prove that love doesn't destroy worlds, it heals them. "You swing, I'll fly," Peter jokes. "You fall, I'll catch," Kara smiles. And they always meet halfway between sky and city. 7. The storm of sacrifice. Peace never lasts long. Lex Luthor returns, now working with the Green Goblin, building a weapon capable of erasing Peter's DNA from reality, claiming Spider-Man is the glitch in perfection. When the attack hits, Peter is fading, dissolving between worlds. Kara, tears burning brighter than sunlight, refuses to lose him. She flies into the core of the weapon, absorbing its energy. She nearly dies, saving him, her Kryptonian cells overloaded. Peter holds her as she weakly says, "Don't you dare blame yourself, Peter Parker." "Peter, I can't lose you too." "Kara, you won't. Love like ours doesn't disappear." And in one final burst of energy, she stabilizes both universes. When she awakens, she's weaker, mortal even. But she smiles. "Guess now you don't have to worry about breaking me." He laughs through tears. "You never broke, Kara. You just made me stronger." 8. Legacy of the Web and the Shield. Years later, their daughter, Lara Parker-El, stands on the same rooftop where it all began. She wears a suit blending both symbols, a spider crest overlaying the House of L's S. She swings through the clouds, fast as light, strong as hope. "Lara, my father taught me responsibility. My mother taught me power. Together they taught me love." Her story begins where theirs ends. The union of heart and heroism. In a universe filled with gods, aliens, and monsters, the greatest force isn't strength, speed, or science. It's love. Because when Spider-Man married Supergirl, the multiverse didn't break. It became whole.